Hey, 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 welcome back to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J, 1999, your host and part of the RSG crew. Glad to have you guys here. What is a lunch stream? I'm glad you asked. This is where we hang out with you guys for the next hour and a half. We're going to do a roster review. We're going to go over Grand Arena territory or Grand Arena defensive teams. We're going to answer your questions. If you have questions, pop those suckers in the chat. Make sure you put question in front of your statement. If you don't, we're not going to read your question. Sorry, but it helps us to help you help us to answer your question. That's science. So help us be scientific in collecting the data, which is your question, so we can read them out. That's how it works here. Real quick, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, check out our Patreon, and we'll talk about the ACS stuff afterwards. Awesome. Good. Glad to have you here. Bring us something fun to listen to while you're eating your lunch, whether you're listening to us live or later on YouTube or download us as a podcast. It doesn't matter. We're here to entertain you for as long as we can. And we're here to talk about Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. So, got a lot on the menu, but first let's introduce the panel of knuckleheads that are here. Of course, Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman, is here as always. I think
Good afternoon.
Oh, you're done with your meeting. Okay, good. Okay, good.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of stuff, but I'm here.
You're playing Anthem. Get the hell out of here, Finn.
No, I am not actually.
Okay.
It's some work stuff. So I went and I got myself some new running shoes.
Sure.
And so I did. No, I'll let you introduce everyone else first.
Thanks, if you don't mind, Finn. I mean, I appreciate that.
I got stories.
I don't want to hear them.
They're not like Grande stories.
I don't want to hear them. Okay, you got new running shoes. Congratulations. You don't deserve a medal. Next, always here, Grim the Mechanic.
Observation. I'm surrounded by meat bags.
Yeah, it's a good observation. Also join us, he's a meat bag without a soul, Mr. Gingivitis himself, Stanley Red. Good response. The best response ever. And he will be monitoring chat and scooping up your questions, so don't make him angry or he'll steal your soul and give it to Satan. And also join us, we have Xylo Takedown, a.k.a. Stoner Jedi.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Where's my apprentice?
He's hanging out, just watching his shows.
All right, put the headphones on him. I want you to leave. Go play with the crowns.
All right, guys, later.
My apprentice, how's your first training going?
I like crayons. I mean,
Shut up, Xylo. I'm talking to my number 2. Remember, my apprentice, someday you will kill your father and take your rightful place at my side. But not now. Eat your Cheerios. All right. But last but not least, the man with so many names, the big deal himself, the chicken chaser, the French tickler, the government Wi-Fi stealer, the brown Gandalf, the beardless one, the one and only Grande Pappy Patron is here.
What's up? It's your boy, Grande Verga Pappy Patron. We're coming at you with another lunchtime stream that I had absolutely nothing to do with, but will take full credit for. Ranger, I'm glad we're doing this. How are you doing, brother?
I'm sore. I'm tired. I've been working out like a mother. Oh,
yeah.
I'm a little.
I hear you.
I'm a little beat
I hear
up.
you, man.
A little beat up.
Well, glad you're here. We'll make it. Your day will be better and brighter whenever we're done with this than it was before you started. That's all that matters.
That's true. That's science.
I'm telling you, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
It's going to be unbelievable. Nobody does RSG Lunch Hours.
It's going to be unbelievable. No one
does RSG Lunch Hours like
we can easily
RSG.
make it worse for Ranger, right?
Do what now?
Do you really want to, Finn? Do you really want to, Finn? You want to go down this
saying,
I'll Ranger rant right now and cuss and ruin the whole stream.
Here I am, Finity, trying to be positive, and you have to be such a Debbie Downer.
You are.
Why is Finity being such a Debbie Downer?
Why is he being such a butthole?
We have rooms for people like you.
Not really. Unless it's a room that's padded and has a straight jacket, I'm down for that. And a muffle. We need a muffle too. So. No light. No.
Back when I was in New York, we put concrete shoes on people like you, Finity.
Yeah. Forget about it.
I heard those chafe.
Those chafe. They do chafe. Yeah, but you got to bring them out as a reinforcement. That way it chafes for everyone. But
That's right.
Finn,
keeps everyone chaff.
Finn, you better start behaving, or I'm going to start going full Harry Carey. Full Harry Carey about meth. Think about it. That's what I thought.
Come on, I'm just setting up Grande.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
he knows I'm going to say a joke, man. He knows I'm going to make a chafe joke somewhere in there. He knows I'm going to make a chafe joke.
Let's not.
I got so many.
Please, God, stop! No,
Here's the thing.
no.
Why did they call it chafe?
It
Man?
makes sense. It's a military
It's
term.
not chafe. It's chaff.
It's
We just
chaff.
chafe it.
Yeah, I know. Like
Just because you don't know how to read, Grande, it's not our fault. Jesus.
I'm just saying, it's like the silliest word.
I bet you this is what Grande said when he first saw the word. He was like, "What's cha-fa-fa? What is this cha-fa-fa?"
Cha-fa-fa.
Okay, Jeff Fafa.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, get Peanut in here.
You're using an unneeded F.
Oh, Jeff-fa-fa. Oh, Jeff-fa-fa.
Oh my God, I love those things.
Without
I know.
me, you would suck.
Oh man.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I'm seeing more and more people thinking they don't really like that ship. As we,
I'm still.
I'm still thinking it's a solid B, man.
I
But
do.
I've seen a bunch of people kind of ticked off about it.
It's a ship without a fleet right now. It's a good ship, but it's missing what it's supposed to be surrounded by. So we see it. We see the potential in it because it has all of the abilities you would want in a ship.
Yes, I agree.
A faction that ties it to any particular fleet lineup, and that's what makes it kind of we can't figure out where exactly to put it because the fact that it's not a rebel but has a similar reinforcement to Cassian still kind of makes it a little bit worse than Cassian because it's not a rebel, and you want rebels with the MILF lineup. Like unless it's a really OP ship like Houndstooth, right? No non-rebel ship is really making that lineup, and this one isn't that OP. It's a faction ship that needs the rest of its faction to kind of.
You know what I was thinking the other day.
Wait,
you know what I
Warrior's
was thinking the
streaming
other
right
day?
now? Get that mother over here. Tell him to come join us on our stream.
No, he just stopped right before.
Oh,
the
he just
show
stopped?
started.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good man, Charlie Brown.
He was doing the Ebon Hawk kit reveal and something about HK2, but I didn't see anything about it.
Well, I mean, that brings...
the thing about HK was Carrie on Twitter.
Well,
at
tell us about it,
last
Grande.
night.
Yeah, tell us what happened last night.
So she posted at midnight, like
12:40 a.m. or something like that.
Like statement or like observation. It was like observation. Something important might be coming tomorrow.
Quoting
and I was like
HK-47.
And I was like, okay, so that's a HK something maybe, right?
I mean it could very well have been the Ebon Hawk too, right? Because the tweet that she was responding to was, I think, even older than when Ebon Hawk was released. I have to double check, but I think the initial tweet that she responded to was before Ebon Hawk information.
Yeah. I could see that. I could see that too. I mean, can I just say, like, Carrie's awesome. Like, she's working at midnight in the middle of the night just to put up a post like that.
Yeah.
Oh, she seems like she does more.
That's still like 9 o'clock at night. That's still pretty.
She seems like she does more Twitter.
She cares.
More Twitter and Facebook, right? So she might be. She might be chilling at the house with the dog.
She could be.
Still, she's bringing her work home. She's
actually there's an update.
What?
Yeah.
No. So there's an update. So first off, the tweet that she responded to was 22 hours ago from right now. So it was definitely before the Ebon Hawk, right?
Okay.
Yeah. He responded 8 hours ago, so that would have been like 4 a.m. our time. So yeah, it would have been midnight her time. And she said, "Observation: something will happen tomorrow." To which somebody else responded, "That's how HK47 and 50 talk in KOTOR. So either 47 rework or HK50 coming, I'm guessing." To which Carrie just responded like 10 minutes ago. Actually, no, it was like a couple hours ago now. She says, "Alas, it isn't this. I love Star Wars and I love to make references, but it's not always that if I use a character's voice, that something is literally happening with that character."
Oh, good point.
In this case, just having a bit of fun.
No, so it is the Ebon Hawk. Okay.
Yeah. I think it's just referencing the.
I think it's just referencing it.
It looks like it's referencing.
Yeah.
I
mean, Grande, you work for. At the pool.
I mean,
I mean, what does she tell you? I mean, she's got to be telling you some stuff. Give us a little dirt. Give us a little insight.
Man, she's again, she's a hardworking lady. She said it herself.
I don't think that's
right?
what I asked for her.
I got to tell you, it probably is the Ebon Hawk, right? And it's just the Ebon Hawk.
Well, they've been throwing tidbits with the HK lines in for like the last few months now.
They have.
So I mean,
and we've seen
it's building.
We saw a stand-up version of HK, right? So
yeah,
it's highly likely. It's highly likely that we do get it. but they're going to kind of, spread it out a little bit. They're not they're not going to give you all the They're not going to give you all the juice all at one time, man. They got to, delayed gratification on this thing, and let us all have some time so we get to have a speculate video, and then after the speculate video, then we get to have a kit release video, and after the kit release video, then we get to have a gameplay video, right? I mean, they got to make it where everybody's got content they can produce.
That's right. You gotta tease. You gotta tease that. You gotta just slowly build the anticipation.
That's right.
All right, guys, how about we do a roster review? You have 4. Let's do some roster reviewing here. So
sure. Today
we are doing the roster review for Big Kiss 55, and they're in the Shadowlands. Very nice. And
nice.
Let's shout out the Shadowlands. So let's see what they're looking for today. Pretty simple. Just says, I would say review for Territory Wars and Great Arena teams, and definitely mods and modding of key characters. Well, we can do that. So let's just kind of look at some of your teams. And this will tie in, because right after this we'll do my defenses, and I'm going to show you how I kind of go about it for lane defenses for Territory Wars 5v5. So let's rock and roll and get into.
Did you already set defenses or no?
No, I never do that.
Set defense.
Oh my God, okay. I just said that. We're going to.
No. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out if we run offense or defense or what you're.
I even told you this before we started the show, Grande.
I'm just quite for the people that are keeping track at home.
No,
I just want to make sure
I think the people keeping track at Grande's house near the pool that are drinking margaritas and throwing the ball for the dog. God, you have such a hard life.
Told you, it's
rough.
What can I say? It's rough being a Grande Patron around here.
It's rough being.
Thug life is hard, man.
Player to player, pimp to pimp. All right, here we go now. So, man, look at all these Gear 12s. Woo!
It's a great roster, man. When I looked at it earlier, I was like, what are we really reviewing on this thing?
Well, for Territory Wars, so we're doing 5v5, so let's consider 5v5 teams that he can use. Sure. First one's Bounty Hunters, all Gear 11, 12, with the 2 Zetas on boss. Great on defense. I always put them on defense. So you can rock and roll with that. So Bounty Hunters is a team you can put on defense. The next team that I always look on defense is, of course, First Order. Your First Order needs some work. I mean, they're Gear 11, but we only have this one Zeta on Kylo Ren unmasked, and that's it. We don't have any other Zetas on this team. I can understand why you haven't, if you're hoarding Zetas for whatever this supposedly Darth Revan thing coming up, I get it. But if you're looking for a team for defense that's good, that forces them to use one of their top teams, this is the team that you can do.
A really great crew team, you can't go in there with Zeta Fan. You got to go in there with like JTR, right?
Yes.
And if you can make them have to use JTR on your crew team, then you've done a good job.
Yes, it's about making them burn resources against your resources.
Can I say I love our chat?
Why?
They're basically calling out Grande for taking a playbook out of CG's playbook.
What?
Grande didn't know where we were, so now he's trying to pawn it off on the people as to whether or not you're doing offense or defense.
Oh, I know. I know.
Oh, man.
Let's take a poll of the community. What is Ranger doing? We wanted to make sure the community was in line.
Oh my God.
Don't worry, guys. I'm on top. That's why I called him out. I was like, "You're so full of crap."
All I'm saying is, I'm just trying to make, community involvement. I'm just trying to make sure everybody who's, following along at home knows where we're at.
I mean, if you guys believe that, then I've got some beachfront property in the desert I'll sell you. So, we know that's a bunch of baloney. Grande is just All right, next is Imperial Trooper. This is a great offensive team, and yours are really solid. I like Veers is 12, Jet Troopers 12. You got Stark 11, Magnus 11, Snow Troopers 11. Range is 9. That's pretty solid, and it's 7 stars, so you can use that, and your Snow Troopers 11. Great job with the Imperial Troopers, and you can use them on offense to clear a lot of teams. It depends on your speed of your Stark. If you can get him above 235 because you get the bonus speed from Veers, this team's really good on offense because, especially against weaker teams, once they get that kill streak going and they get going, they are amazing. They just keep going, and they don't stop, and it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. So that's a team you consider for your offense. Let's see, next one is the Troopers. We'll look at your Jedi, but you already know you've got the Revan team, but just overall, Pretty solid here. A lot of Gear 12s on your Jedi. Hermit Yoda's 11, but he does have the Zeta, so that's really good. Your Ezra's 11.
He's using that on his arena team, too,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a lot of good pieces here. Your Revan team is fine. I mean, his Mace is 11. Ahsoka Tano's 11. I mean, it's a lot of 11s here. So you got a lot of pieces here you can use. Mainly, so for Revan, we get asked this a lot. How do you use Revan? My philosophy is, if they have Revan, I hold mine in case they put on defense. If they don't, great, then it just makes it more efficient for me to clear. If they don't have Revan, I'm putting it on defense. Why?
So I do it slightly differently.
Sure, what's your plan?
If my Revan is faster than theirs, I put it on defense.
You could do that too.
Even if it's like 1 speed, Grande?
Even if it's just 1 speed,
But
I
the
put mine on
problem, yeah,
defense.
you're gonna have to,
Okay.
you're gonna have to look at what.
I'm assuming he's going to hold his at that point, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Because
well,
he thinks
now,
I'm going to do that, which now says we're going to, the Revans are off the table,
Yeah.
right? The Revans are off the table.
so now my following question for that one, Grande, is: do you put Bastila on the team, or do you make 2 Jedi teams?
No, I do. I make 2 Jedi teams in 3v3,
Mhm.
but I do not make 2 Jedi teams in 5v5.
No, I put Basil on 5v5.
Go all in, dude. Go all in.
Okay.
I mean,
I was just curious to see what your
Yeah.
perspective of that is.
yeah, and the follow up to this is, you got to make sure. Okay, how are you killing his Revan if he puts it on D? My Revan team,
Mhm.
I mean, my Treya team is set up as a Revan killer, right, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I can't, which again means, you're not going to be throwing Thrawn, you're not going to be throwing Nihilus, Scion, or, probably Sith Trooper or Darkside Bastila on defense. That's strictly offense now. I mean, it kind of, you have to do that, right? And then you've also, because you've thrown Bastila on defense, you have to say, okay, how do I kill a Mother Talzin or a Asajj Ventress team without Bastila, right? Because that's the best counter. So you got to realize that there is a little bit of weakness there, because now you can't run Basti against Night Sisters.
There you go. All right, next team is, we looked at Jedi. We are going to go to Night Sisters. Let's see how your Night Sisters look. Perfect 12. Zeta is good. Nothing to see here. Move along. They're great. They're great on offense. They're great on defense. If you're going to use them on defense, the standard Night Sister team, you probably want to go with, if you're going to use them on offense, go with an Asajj lead, right? If you're going to use them on defense, I prefer the Mother Talzin team to get Plague firing off everywhere. Some use Asajj on defense. You can go either or. Grande, anybody? What do you think about Night Sisters on defense? And
again, it all depends on the mods, right?
Mhm.
So if you've got, I've got Mother modded for offense, which means I'm running Mother under a Asajj Ventress lead. But if you run Mother with a ton of potency, then without a doubt it's Mother lead, right?
Yeah.
That makes. So I think that's really the twist there is, is Mother hitting like a truck, or is Mother spreading a bunch of plague? Mother spreading a bunch of plague, run Mother lead. If she's not, then put her under Asajj.
Mother.
Yeah, because the plague like makes her more of a support role and character, and she's fueling all that turn meter and plague. So, do you like Nest with your Night Sisters on defense, or
I don't.
I used to.
I like Barris with her, but no, I
there's
don't.
so many other places for Nest.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah,
I mean,
and you
there's
can
so many
plug
other-
in. Mhm.
So
Sorry, go ahead.
let's talk about some stuff you could put on that team, right? You could put
Shore
you could
Trooper,
put Wampa,
Barris.
Shore Trooper, Barris, right? Let's look at
Mhm.
some other stuff you could throw on that team. I mean, you could throw Sith Trooper on that team,
Mhm.
right? You could throw
Hermit
you
Yoda.
Hermit Yoda, Chirrut, right? There's all, so you've got a bunch of people. I love Barris on that team, by the way. But
Yeah.
you've got a bunch of stuff you can throw on that team, and Nest is better. So let's say you're running a Karth team, right? If you're running a Karth team, that means now you've lost Mission and Zalbar on your Kira team for defense. Well, which means now Kira and Nest go back together again. Right now it's Kira, Nest, L3, Vandor +1. If you're trying to make a second, if you were trying to make another defense team, which means Nest has a better spot than than putting her on. I mean, you do again, right? It all depends on where your roster is. It all depends on if you have those other teams or not, and if you have those Zetas or not. But I'm just saying, it's one of these like, there's always these like decision trees, right, on what to do with your characters. And I think a lot of it, the decision is made on, do you have these other characters in your roster or not?
Right.
That's really what makes the decision.
All right. Next is just looking at the Old Republic for farm purposes. You can tell he's working for the new Revan character. Basla 6 stars, Cander's a 6, Karth and Juhani are 5, so good job there. If we filter some more, we want to go to his Rebels. I'm sure they're going to be disgustingly good. They are. Repios, Gear 11, that's the only thing. A lot of Rebels, Gear 11, 12. Zetas are on. So Rebels are really good. They're great on offense. They're so good on offense. Let's see here. Resistance, your JTR team, solid. All the Zetas, all the characters, oh, so good. Really, really, really good. Multiple teams here with Zeta Finn, multiple moving parts. Really good for offense. Great job on that. Scoundrels, let's see if we have the Kira Scoundrel team ready. Let's see here. L3 is 12. Kira is 9. Mission, Zalbar, need gear, and Vandor. Where's Vandor? Oh, he's down below. So not quite there yet. It's a team you can do, but he does have his emphasis at 7-star Gear 12 with the Zeta. So that's a great piece and stuff that you have there. Let's see here.
Real quick too, mission. When you do start working on Mission Zalbar, the mission's very easy to gear.
Yeah, so both of them are. They were not hard at all. I got both at 12.
Yeah. The stun guns and carbs on Zalbar is one thing, but that's every tank, right?
It was not bad at all, though. I mean, it really wasn't. I was shocked at how easy those two were to really get there to 12.
Again, I'm gonna tell you on Mission and Zalbar, I'd rather see a person have them at Gear 11 with the right mods than have them at Gear 12 with the wrong mods.
Well, I've got both.
Totally, yeah.
So you can be happy.
I mean, if we're throwing it out there, right? I mean, I'm a big proponent for Gear 11ing more stuff. I mean, and working really hard on making sure your mods are right.
Yes. All right. Last but not least, we've got the Sith. Fantastic. You've got multiple teams here. Sith Triumvirate. You've got Sith Trooper at 12. I mean, good lord. Your Bastila Fallen 6-star Gear 10. You get her at 11 with the Zedon. You can throw her in the mix. I mean, that's a fantastic team. You can even run Emperor Palpatine and Vader as a separate team for like an Empire team. I've done that many times for 5v5 and kept the Triumvirate with Sith Trooper, and I'll even throw in like a Wampa just late because you got 2 tanks there. It's like Wampa, go smash. Wampa smash. Just go bake something to yourself, Wampa. Get your ass in there.
I mean, again, right? Wampa's great offense character.
Very much.
Really, if we talked about it last night. If you're going to put him on defense, you got to put a ton of freaking tenacity on him.
You do.
Which again, right? Kind of blows because most of us don't just have a ton of tenacity teams, and not a ton of enough tenacity mods. But it's a good reason to say you get a mod that goes to 8% tenacity. Save that sucker. You're going to want it on somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I used to use Wampa for like a crew killer, but now it's like more of a bounty hunter killer, and that tenacity cross makes the hugest difference in that team.
It never gets
Wampa
done,
just goes
man.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Wampa just
never
goes
gets
crazy. Done. And he's already going to ramp up his own damage, so it's not like it's a must-have for damage output.
Exactly. It's the reason why we put him with Rex all the time, right? Give him turn meter, make it where he doesn't get a debuff.
And then on top of that, I mean,
thank you, man.
And with this guy's roster in particular, I mean, this is one of those advantages to where he's probably not even running Wampa in any of the raids anymore. So throw some tenacity mods on him. Get him ready for PvE.
I agree 100% with that. Great observation. All right, let's look at mods because that's the last thing he wanted us to look at. You've got plenty of teams for your territory wars. He gave you some suggestions of what to do, where you could focus on maybe first order. But I know you're hoarding probably for the Revan thing coming up, so I totally understand. But let's filter through just speed, just to see how you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
again, speed, offense, tenacity.
Look at all these gold mods. Good lord. Yeah, you're good.
I mean, again, right? I mean, it's just talking about finishing off teams and making sure we have the best, the best mods for where you want to use the characters. A lot of these teams, man, we don't even use them in in raids anymore at all. They're strictly TB, TW, GA type teams.
Yeah.
So you can
definitely.
you can pretty much, we spend all this time, energy, effort, money on these characters. Let's mod them for their sole purpose at this point, which is GA and TW.
Absolutely. All right. I have nothing to say. This looks really, really solid.
Finn, you got anything, brother?
I think he's still in his.
No, I mean, as I'm trying to go through his mods and everything, and I'm not seeing anything.
No, I'm not either.
Anything
Yeah,
major.
really
I mean,
good.
the only
Great.
thing, I'll make a comment on this, but this is more general, not specific for his roster. His mods aren't necessarily focused on his arena team, but he's getting rank 1 in arena. So I'm not gonna really complain about his mods, right? Like if you look at his mods sorted by like speed secondaries, they're kind of spread over on different characters. But he's getting rank 1 in arena. So what is if he wants to try and spread some of his mods around to try and help out some of his other teams and maybe try to get some critical ones here and there, I'm okay with it because he's not losing anything as a result of him not having the mods focused.
Are they all the like big prime defensive teams for
Yes, they're
Grand
all
Arena
on
and
good
stuff?
characters.
Okay.
So like the characters that I see with his like fastest mods are Revan, then Asajj Ventress, Bosk, Bastila, Daka, Jolie, Vader, Nest, Rex, Boba, Talzin. I'm like, none of these are characters that I can say, these aren't ones that you want good mods on. So
it looks really good though.
He's probably pushing that based on, my guess he's pushing that based on, minimum speed requirements for some kind of a TB defense or
that's what
TW defense, right? Which makes sense. You got to spread it out, right?
Yep. And since there's no impact in arena, I mean that's what I was saying. This is kind of a general thing. If you can get higher in arena as a result of switching your mods, then you definitely want to focus your mods. But if you're already getting rank 1, then do whatever you need to for the rest of the game modes, as long as you're not going to lose out your arena. So for him, no real issue.
All right. That's pretty much what he asked for. So, Big Kiss 55. Shout out to you, my friend. This is a fantastic
great roster, man.
Great roster.
Great guild.
Yes.
Yeah, awesome
great guild. So, he's doing great.
Impressed.
He's doing wonderful.
Yes. And if you have any questions specifically for us, my friend, get with us on our Discord. You can message us directly. We'll be able to answer your questions more in depth if we missed something you wanted. Finn, people ask all the time how they get a roster review. Let's keep saying it so they know. Finn, how does someone get a roster review?
Simple. Head on to the RSG Discord and message me, Finity, and tell me that you want a roster review, and make sure you send me your GG page, and then wait for me to tell you that you are in the queue. If I don't send you a message saying you are not in the queue, then message me back and make sure that I message that you are in the queue. I may have put you in the queue and forgot to message, as somebody figured out earlier today, that they were in the queue, but I forgot to message them back. Or I haven't put you in the queue at all. So either way, message me, give me like 24 hours after your first message, and then if I don't respond, then message me again. And we'll make sure you're in the queue. The wait is about a month right now. That's kind of where we're trying to keep it. If it gets a little bit longer, we'll kind of double up like we did at the end of last year and the beginning of this year. So we're trying to keep the wait just about a month for everyone. And Yep.
All right. Thank you for letting us look at your roster. Hope that helps you out, Big. And if not, then you message us directly. We'll be more glad to help you out more. All right. It's time to set territory war defense Grand Arena defense 5v5. Now, the first thing I like to do,
have you researched your guy?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen so you can see this because I couldn't believe it. So he's 4,085,000 GP, right?
Okay.
It's just a little bit more than me. So we go in here, I click on him, I go into his roster. I'm like, wait, what's this?
Running Night Sisters in Arena.
Right, and then
at least running a decent team.
Yeah. Hold on, you're gonna see this, and I'm like, is this real? I have to keep looking because I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not worried about his fleet, but so I just did this. I just did gear 12, so I just went gear tier, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, this can't be right. It's right. This is his only. He only has 12, 24, 32 gear 12 characters. And when I went through and looked at it, he has no Revan. His CLS no Revan, okay. And his CLS in JTR, not gear 9.
Oh, snap.
Wow. Oh, man. This is definitely like one of those rosters.
And I'm not
be-
seeing
I'm gonna do
Trey.
what I
This is
wanna
gonna be
do.
hard.
And I'm
right?
not
This is-
seeing Trey either. I was looking. I'm like, wait, does he? So I was like, when I first looked.
So
and
let's
I had
search Jedi. So search
Hold on.
Jedi and then search
Yeah,
Sith.
Sith. No
No
Trey.
Trey.
Freya.
Darsign's 3 stars.
Oh,
Dude.
man, that's gonna be
This
tough.
will be a good
for
round
him.
for you.
Yeah.
This is gonna be tough for him.
Jedi. No Revan.
Oof. Oof.
No Jolie.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
GK is like gear 8, and then no Zeta Barris.
Yeah.
No,
So,
there's nothing.
I mean-
no Zeta Jolie.
I mean, effectively, you could put Scion. You could put you could put a Revan team on one side and a Treya team on the other,
Pretty much.
and
And
then
you
can
won.
and you can basically put some kind of also ran teams, right?
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
you can beat everything. You can beat everything else, right?
Pretty
So you can
much.
put some. You can put some lower teams. I mean, you could put like.
well,
Scion,
does he
Treya,
have
and
Nest and Wampa too?
Oh yeah, go look. Nest and Wampa.
I
That's a
didn't
good
see
choice.
it. I didn't see it. So,
I didn't see him off the top of my head though.
So I looked
So-
and I was like, wait.
So put Scion. I mean, put Trey on one side, put Revan on the other, put Crew on one side, put Bosk on the other. You know,
First
Jeez,
order.
put your
yeah.
put
Yeah.
your Kira. Put your Kira team
Yeah.
up, right?
Yeah.
And then just fill in the back with kind of
Crap.
ho hum
Speed leads. Yeah, like speed
Ho-hum
leads,
stuff,
cheese speed
right?
leads.
I'm not
But you could put- you could-
seeing.
I mean, you could-
yeah,
you
I'm not
could put-
seeing them.
Phoenix in there. You
No
could
Wampa.
put yeah.
No
you
Nest,
could put
no Wampa.
you could put Phoenix in there.
Oh, there's
right?
Nest.
You
Oh
could,
yeah.
5-star.
you could
5-star.
put Ewoks back there.
Yeah.
Right?
We're going to. All right. So let's set this. So they don't have anything. So on the bottom here, we'll put a Revan team. Why not? Well, no, we'll put up top because there's more points up top because there's 2
Sure.
zones up for 180. So we'll put. Who do you want to go? We want to go with.
Let's go.
I know,
Revan.
standard Revan team. Let's throw your arena team up
Yeah,
there.
I'm going to. Let's just put him on there.
I mean, look. Here's the main thing, right? How if we put Bastila on defense, how do we beat his Night Sister team, which is his best team? You could either do it with CLS, so we need to make sure your CLS team stays.
Oh yeah, it's.
Or we can do it with Palpatine Shore Trooper,
Yeah,
right?
I've got
So that
both.
means
Or-
Palpatine.
You could
I mean,
pull Basti off and put Hermit Yoda in there.
No, I'll leave it
He's
this.
not going to beat this Revan team.
I know,
and
but
you can
I-
save Basti for Elite.
I know, but I'm fine with this because I don't think he's going to get through any of my crap. Honestly, I mean, there's just.
I
no
don't.
way.
I don't either. I mean, you could just throw this team right up. I mean, I see your point, right, about potentially taking off Bastila. We could do
Or you
that.
could even
You could
beat-
swap.
I-
You could swap
I
out.
like Hermit,
you
yeah.
could, You could pull Basti off there and throw Hermit Yoda on there, right? That gives
So
us
you have
that's
Basti
hedging
in your
our
pocket.
that's hedging our bet. I mean, we're throwing both Revan and Trey.
Well,
on
then who am I going to
defense
use
here,
with
right?
Bassi? Just a bunch of Jedi?
Look,
Yeah.
so here's you go. Any Jedi tank is an auto taunt under Bastila, and
Ben.
and you can use any healer at this point, right? Which means you could put Barris with her. You could put
All right, I'll put
Luminara with her.
I know. I mean, it's
And then-
immature. I'll put Hermit Yoda in here. Why not? And then
And then you got
Hermit in
Anakin. You got Anakin and Qui-Gon Jinn for your Bastila team too.
Yeah,
So
with
there's
Yeah,
a 5
you're
right there at the top.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine. You can basically
There's no
kill
way.
his, yeah, you can kill his
Yeah.
Night Sister team.
And then
problem.
there's no way he can beat Revan. And if you put like Crew or the Bounty Hunters with this Revan wall, and then go. the
Yeah,
opposite
you're-
oh no,
direction.
I'm putting the. Oh no, I'm going Kira Stall team
Ooh,
Sure. Throw a Kira Skull team in there.
without Nest, right?
without Ness. I've got the other
Okay,
ones.
okay.
There it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Save
he's
Nest
fun.
for a solo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be so annoying. Look at that.
Done. Okay, then you go bottom.
We'll go
Throw
first order.
a Treya team in there.
Yeah, who do we want to do? So.
Put Fallen Basti in there. I know she's not the best, but she's gonna spread more debuffs in
I mean,
there.
I could
so
go
take
Sith
Dooku out
Trooper.
for Basti.
Take Dooku off.
Yeah, because Basti's gonna spread more debuffs and stall the team out more, and then you got 2 tanks to protect her.
Yeah, it's double tank. You've double tanked.
So she's gonna be safe, and she's gonna be doing her thing around everybody else.
So Dark Side Bastila.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how he wins against this.
Okay.
Check her mods again real quick before you set it. Because if not, if Sith Assassin's faster, then you throw Assassin there
My
and
Sith
save
Assassin's
Basti for
not.
offense.
Basila's 216. I know she's.
Okay, yeah. Take it, yeah.
Yeah.
She's good.
So
holy crap, dude.
This is gonna be awesome to watch.
And then Boss, I bet he may not even attack, man.
how about we put first?
Probably.
Let's just put first order up front. Why not?
First order.
Yeah, put first order and bounty hunters with them. And you can save.
Let's
Oh, well, you got trade down already. Yeah.
And you can just go straight up normal first order.
Yeah, and you can save bounty hunters for offense again, like we've been doing.
Sure.
Yeah, I doubt they're even gonna get through these first two walls.
And then we'll just put a bunch of crap in the back.
Phoenix.
Yeah. We'll
Right?
Rebels,
Phoenix, but save if you have decent Phoenix, save Ezra for offense.
Mm-hmm.
If Ezra's good, and save Kanan for offense if Kanan is good.
Well, that's
Kanan is
Kanan is not good, so we'll put instead of Ezra, we'll put
perfect.
We'll
Perfect.
put
There's
Sabine.
your team. Excellent.
Mhm.
And then for your second team, you got some garbage
Wedge
Ewoks. You got some garbage Ewoks or something.
Yeah, you can go
Right?
Ewoks.
You got some. You could throw Tuskens down there, dude. You could throw. I mean, you could throw Geonosians minus Sunfac down there. Right? Do a Tusken. I mean,
Someone said Biggs Wedge. Oh God.
Yeah, do some rebels with like Wedge Biggs and Chase, and then a fifth.
Oh, let's just go.
Stormtrooper Han.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
go.
He's gonna keep healing and giving
God.
meter. That's nasty.
You know what? I'll go Farm Boy Luke. No, we're
Wedge
gonna go
Biggs.
Biggs. Right now, let's go Biggs Wedge Wedge, Biggs, Leia, Stormtrooper Han,
And Lando.
Lando. There you go.
Like old school, right?
Yeah, let's go old
Ezra.
school. No,
No,
we're keeping
save
Ezra.
Ezra
Fox.
I see
save
the
Ezra
old
for
school.
Bastila.
Yeah.
Save
Yeah,
Ezra
you're right.
for Bastila.
Mhm.
And then are you done with that one?
Yeah.
Are you done with that zone now?
That's it. There's
All right.
nothing
Now
set.
you got. So now what? So set it, and then what do we got to put in the bottom?
That's it. This is the bottom.
Oh, you're done. I forgot. You don't have to set as many teams as I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
There you go. Look at this wall. My God. Kirstall team, Revan. Then the bottom's a traded team with First Order. God.
Oh my god,
Oh,
this guy's gonna
no.
get so mad. He's gonna be like, "Are you serious, bro?"
I mean, that's pretty tough, man. Your front. You. That's definitely a mullet, right? That's business in front, party in the back.
Yeah.
It's the mullet defense. I love it.
And that still leaves me JTR, Bounty Hunters, Luke, Palpatine Vader, Troopers. Yeah.
Finn, yeah.
Finn.
Troopers, Finn,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you still got Rex Wampa, you still got Nest, right?
Yep.
I mean,
I don't think he's going
you
to
got a
attack.
lot.
I want to see if he attacks, though. I'll give him credit if he does. And if he even beats a team, I'll be very.
If he beats two teams, right? If he beats the two teams that are not the Revan team and not the Treya team, good on him.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Good on him.
Kira Stall team's already annoying as it is. That's gonna take a meta team out of his pocket for sure.
So's the First Order team, so.
Yeah. What's your Xylo clocked out on there?
I don't. Let's see.
Because if he can't even outspeed your OG Kylo, then good luck.
I think I've got him at. He's only 219, but he gets 30 speed, so 249.
Hey, man, if he's got tons of
OG
defense.
Kylo, yeah.
OG
He's
Kylo.
got,
I don't think I had to change up his. I just went with him just damage and crit chance. It was mainly crit chance I went with. He's only 193, but 223 because of the bonus.
We have Officer on that team? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Officer's the engine on that team. Okay.
And I think his speed.
it's going to be great, dude.
His stat.
Oh,
is,
yeah.
He's 236 at 266 speed.
Nice.
So there's a reason why I did that. I've been working on mods, but I'm trying to get the Kira Stall team done. Then I'm going to go back in and work on First Order's mods a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
But, you only do so many mods at a time. I really want to get the Kira Stall team done with their speed, because they're all 225 speed on the big ones, and I'm trying to get that even higher. So,
Nice.
To make that team really a pain in the ass. All right, so there's a territory war defense set. I doubt we'll keep this for the whole thing, but we will.
No, we will not keep this
No,
whole thing.
so we will do
is
this again.
This is a special case.
Yeah, this is like a one-time deal. This is a one-time mullet.
All right. That being said, Christ, I had when I saw that roster, I was like, I saw his GP first. I was like, okay, he's running nice. This is interesting. Maybe he just doesn't care about PvP. And then I started looking. I'm like, wait a minute.
You're like, what?
You know, is this right? I did a double take. I was like, wait, JTR gear 9, CLS gear. What the hell? I don't even think this guy is playing. I mean, he's got to be playing because he's doing so well in Fleet. See, that's the thing. I think he's playing. I just don't think he cares. He's one of those players that just is not invested.
He's just not. Or there are a couple game modes that are just not for him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've done this before, right? Had game modes that we were like, I just really don't like this game mode.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't play.
Or not
just
just
go
that,
get your
like
free
his
stuff.
roster. Yeah, exactly. Like his roster is like more of like instead of being focused for like the meta teams and everything, he just did what he wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, like there's some players like that. I mean,
Seriously, like I do what I want. You can't tell me what to farm. I'm gonna farm what I think is cool, characters that I love, or characters that I have a memory with. I'm fine. In some ways, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a unique play style for sure.
Yeah, you do you. All right, let's get to some questions, shall we? Stanley, if you wouldn't mind, sir.
Hogzilla, question, please, can you outline the strategy for taking on a Treya team with a Revan team? I'm a little bit late to the Revan Sausage Fest.
Easy, kill Treya first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Then it's over.
And always call in Grandmaster Yoda.
Always, every assist you can get, call in Grandmaster Yoda. Because he gets so much turn meter from just his basic attack. Then his AOE attack does. Then when he does buffs, he gets turn meter. So you're just constantly using Yoda to get turn meter and going and going and going. And you kill Treya first, and that's why people mod her as heavy they do. But against someone controlling Revan, once you kill Treya, it's a done deal. It's over.
So what do you guys like to do the kill order after Treya?
Depends on who they have on there. If I see a Thrawn on there, he's the second one I kill. Because typically their Nihilist is not going to be able to get any kind of his cooldown because we've got tenacity up. And I time it that way so that Scion, when he does his thing, I'll see what the turn meter is.
Use Basti's stun. Use the Basti stun on Nihilist for ability block, and you're good.
Yeah, lock him down, and then I like to focus down Scion before he gets the held by hatred, and then I'll go over to Nihilus, and I won't even touch Basti or Thrawn because the AoEs between Revan and Yoda just knock them right over.
Yeah, I just try to get the fracture off because once Thrawn dies, the fracture disappears. So
and a fast Thrawn can throw a wrench in your.
I mean, by the time I've killed Treya, Yoda's so amped up, it's like one-shotting Thrawn at that point. So it's like wee, and then it's basically Bastila, Scion, and Nihilus, and then you stun Nihilus and do your thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, kiss my ass, you're dead. It's over. So yeah. All right, next question.
Revenator made a good point, which is something you've said, and I've said it a bunch of times. Nihilus Force Drain does not go through the potency tenacity check. Ever.
Ever.
Ever, never?
Never, ever.
Okay, science.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Hey, real quick, too, before we go to the next question. Last night when you guys were doing the show and you were reading the NPR voice, Hogzilla. It's like Hog and Godzilla.
Yeah. Welcome back to NPR. We're doing some Galactic War right now. And a little recap of last night's show. It was good times. That Hogzilla was really funny. It's a funny name with a pig and a Godzilla, combining the words.
Bigzilla. Oh man! All right, next question.
Skywalker Vader, good afternoon. Question, how much GP does your guild have to max out 45 stars in TB? Thanks.
Over 900 million.
Wait, 45 stars in light side?
Yeah, I think it's 150.
So there's a couple of bots that'll help you with that. But you got to be pushing close to, I think, 150. But I'll tell you what really matters, right? So to start out with, you got to be getting the majority of the players clearing all of their combat missions and all of their special missions. And then after that, it's just a GP hog. But there's 3 or 4 spreadsheets that'll do that. You got to be close to, I think, 210, 215 to get to the dark side one, to get the dark side 18. Effectively, it's just a big spreadsheet problem. There are 2 or 3 bots that'll help you in Discord with it.
Oh yeah, I need to clarify. It's the foresight that reflects the pull when I use it with Yoda because he's spreading his buffs. I said tenacity, but I'm tired. I've been working. I worked out for 2 hours. I'm sore and I'm not thinking straight. So, thank you for the clarification on that, chat.
Yeah, Doja-san. Doja-san did it.
It's Do Jason.
Doja-san.
That's what McVulture said.
It's like Japanese, bro.
But it's
like
not Japanese.
I'm just saying, it's Doja-san. That sounds, where are you going? I'm going to the Doja-san. We're going to work out at the Doja-san.
That's wrong, Grande.
Grande.
Jesus.
Just saying, it seems Japanese. Watch him go in and go, I'm so glad you said it was Japanese. I made my name because, my family's Japanese or something. Watch him come into chat and say something like that.
Could be. I mean, yeah, his family. I've seen some pictures. He's got some beautiful young
Or he
daughters,
just
too,
likes
so.
dough, and his name's Jason. You never know.
But
That's what McVulture
that's
said.
true. Yeah, that's right. Maybe his wife's initials are D.O. and his first name is Jason. We never know.
Doe Jason.
Anyway.
And it is...
Sanely save us.
Yes, please, God.
Next question.
Sanely, what did I tell you about
Before
keeping
we-
Grande
before we
on
insult-
target? God
before we
damn it,
insult
Sanely.
somebody.
Proper catch. Question. I have a defense mod set, defense primary arrow with 19 secondary speed, protection percentage, flat protection, and crit chance. Who should I put this on? Thanks, guys.
What's the primary on the arrow?
It is a defense.
19 speed.
A defense arrow with 19 speed.
Could put it on Treya.
Yep.
Possibly.
Definitely could go
Definitely
on
a tanky mod. I like that on Kenobi. I like that on a lot of the tanks. You can go with Scion. You can go with Sith Trooper with that. I prefer that more on Scion because of the speed. Sith Trooper, you don't really
you
care
want to make Scion more tenacious and tanky as opposed to like offensive now and the stretch game modes. So, and in PvP. So.
Look at this. Boom! Grande is amazeballs. My wife is Chinese, and it's because he's smoking Doja-san. And I'm like, boom! Boom! I got it.
Wait a minute. First of all, hold on, Grande. Slow your role, player. Slow your role, player. First of all, you said Japanese, not Chinese. So you're already
close enough, right?
No, it's not.
Look. I made a prediction. I made a prediction about it.
They're from the far east. I got it right.
Look, okay, I get it. Basically, saying Japanese and Chinese are the same thing as like saying French and Germans are the same thing.
That's right, Grande.
I understand the problem with the statement. Yes, French and German are not the same. I get it. Or it's more like saying Russia and England to be a little more.
That's even more different. Yeah.
That it's about as different as Russia and England.
Yeah,
but all I'm saying is. I'm telling you, I was close. I knew it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, man. I know our fans.
The idiot savant has spoken. Next question, please.
Smoke 311. Question: if I donate it, will RSG partake in the world's hottest chocolate bar challenge on a stream? Maybe ACS challenge / poll.
Oh yeah, I'll do it.
What is it?
I don't know how to get.
I don't know what that
one
is.
Of those. I wanted to buy that single chip challenge too. That single chip where like they have like one chip that's like super hot and you eat it, you don't drink anything. Like you buy a chip, like not a bag of chips. Single chip.
I've seen that. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, they don't make those anymore.
They don't make those
one chip challenge anymore. You can get the chocolate bar online. I forget where. I'll have to look it up because one of the other YouTubers I watch does all the hot challenges. The LA Beast, come to think of it, and he posted a link to that. So I'll see if I can find it.
Interesting.
At Bailey, question: have you guys tried the Plo Koon Revan team? I have him at gear 11, and he's an easy gear Should I do it, or was that a video taken in the La La Land of the test accounts?
No, that is an actual legit strategy that who came up with that first? Who did the video? DB
Bulldog?
Official. DB Official. And it does work. It works very well because Plo Koon, instead of Kenobi, his basic debuffs. So every time he gets hit, he's removing all those buffs and stuff. So a lot of people have been using that for mirror matches. And if you're struggling with mirror matches and you've got a Plo Koon that's 7-star and you've got the gear and stuff, then that's what some people have been using. I do the mirror matches because I can win, but I can see if you're struggling, if your Revan's a little bit slower, that could be a way to get around it. So it's a legitimate strategy that people are using.
It's a legit strategy, but if someone said, "Hey, I'm going to gear up Plo Koon over gearing up GK," I think we'd all say no.
No, this is after the fact. This is if you're just you have all that done, and then you've got Plo Koon, and you're like,
and now you're just struggling a little bit, right? You're just struggling,
or you're bored
a little bit for whatever reason,
or
you're bored.
Yeah.
I could get it. You're bored. You don't want to run what everyone else runs.
No.
You got a little bit of that. I do what I want. Hashtag I do what I want in you, and you want to do a little bit of that. Hashtag I do what I want.
Okay.
Well, and then you get two birds with one stone in this too. Like you get an extra Jedi. And he's not the greatest Jedi in the whole game, but
Ship's
he also
pretty damn good too. Yeah,
and Ship's
he's not
really
terrible.
Good,
he's got a great ship. He's got a great ship for defense. Totally agree.
Yeah, he's going to be one of the best ships for a while, and I mean, it's one of the only ships that heals and buffs the team up, especially off the reinforcement too. So,
yes.
I'll go.
So, Smoke 311, as a follow up to that World's Hottest Chocolate Bar, he said that he could buy it and have it shipped to someone on RSG.
Absolutely. Grande Patron will eat that sucker on stream and not drink anything.
Like
Grande Patron will do
World's
it.
Hottest Chocolate Bar, like spicy.
Yeah. It's spicy. So they like infuse it with like ghost pepper or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love spice. In fact, I'll even do it with a 10-year-old, and the 10-year-old will eat it too.
Well, we're from Texas, Grande. It kind of is part of who we are.
And the 10-year-old will make me look like a little baby. That's all I'm saying. The 10-year-old will make me look like a little baby.
I hope so, because if she doesn't and she's in pain, your wife's going to murder you.
Well, okay, this is the child that eats ghost peppers for fun.
Oh,
so I think she's going to be fine.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, it's spicy, Dad? Let me try it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I got a little tear." And she's like, "Oh, it's good. Got a little nip to it. Can I have some more?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Well, if she eats ghost peppers like that too, she's gonna eat that chocolate bar and be like, "That wasn't hot at all, Daddy."
In fact,
I'm telling you,
I love the milk chocolatiness.
Curly is like so freaking awesome when it comes to hot and spicy stuff, and I'm like, "That's my girl right there. That's my girl." Yeah, she loves hot and spicy. All right.
Next question.
So yes, if you do it, we will do it. Promise.
Lang, question: what is the deal with the new quest after the update last night? Into Darth Revan?
Oh, I think it's a theme, Knights of the Old Republic. I don't think the ship has anything to do with if Revan's coming or not. It's just they're on this Knights of the Old Republic thing. So. Yeah.
Well, is it the quest that they're talking about? Is it a new quest?
Well,
yeah, there's a new quest.
Well, yeah, it's a quest chase. Yeah.
Is it for the Ebenhoff or something?
It's not for
like
this.
that?
Oh, is there something else?
No, I think there's a new actual quest.
Oh, let's look.
Go to the bottom right.
Quest. There we go.
Second or fourth tab. I don't see a new one.
I don't see a new quest. I thought there was actually.
Is it already activated?
Well, these are the ones I have to create.
Well, there's a new daily. They merged the dark side.
Yeah, they did that.
The
Yeah,
daily?
the
So
daily one.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
The daily. Here's the deal with the dailies. Before they were having to say, "Oh, we need a dark side character. Oh, we need a light side character," because people are complaining they don't have anything to farm on one side or the other. By making it 6 hard nodes, they now don't have to worry about balancing between putting characters on the light and putting characters on the dark. They can just throw a character in and they're good.
Another thing, I mean, it was kind of weird when they add new achievements, or not achievements, but whatever it is, the new dailies, like when they add those in the game, like the sooner you finish your dailies, the better, right? Because I already did my light side and dark side battles, got the couple crystals from those, and then that was added. So you get a couple extra crystals and whatever, but it's not like a big difference.
So I would tell you to kind of hold off until after lunchtime. And the reason why is because they tend to do freaking updates at between 3 and 5 their time. And so sometimes they'll drop crap free to play, right? That's the only caveat is depends on that's for US, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so, for Asians it doesn't matter. And you know who gets kind of totally screw the pooch on this deal is the freaking Euros. Because for them, it's like midnight.
Yeah.
So it's really bad on the Euros. The Euros kind of get the short end of the deal on the whole when they do the updates.
Yeah.
I blame Finn.
Tangent.
Good point.
Mm-hmm. Tangent Revolution. Some say the best defense is good offense, and some say the best offense is good defense. Ranger should play offense for his defense and later play defense for his offense. Science.
The hell?
That's cheesing defense. We don't do that. It's a cheese defense. You're not gonna put Zeta Finn on defense and put like a Nest by herself on defense. You'd never do that.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, those are both reasonable quotes, right? But, like, if you can't win on offense, then what's the point in setting a great defense, right?
Yeah, if you can't, don't be Finn. Friends don't let friends be Finn.
You put the characters that the AI plays well on defense, and you put the characters and teams that need to be under user control on offense.
Mm-hmm.
And in some situations, if you have the depth for the roster and you can put down good defenses, like saving certain teams like Crew or Bosk that regenerate health and protection for your extra banners and all that kind of stuff is one thing, but you have to have so much depth.
Yeah. All right, next question.
Toyason, question: at what point should I spend credits to take the new Old Republic tunes to level 85 with no 100% confirmation of Dark Side?
The day they announce it.
Never. Yeah, the day they announce it is when you do it. Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're trying to play the I don't want to raise my GP for no reason and not have fluff.
Look with mine. Yep. I mean,
then don't raise them.
Level 50 and they haven't been geared at all or anything.
Put characters to level 50, gear 1 level, gear 1.
Even gear 1, you don't have to. Yeah, I just didn't mind.
Yeah,
50
gear
to do some
1.
stuff.
The only reason for level 50 is so you could use them as a mod mule.
That's what I did. Yeah. I like mod mules. So.
No abilities. You don't even have to level up the abilities.
So yeah, I did a couple, but it's like, no. I'll wait till it's announced and then I'll go rocking and rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Science. Next question.
Ski Trooper, question: I recently Zeta'd Vandor, but Mission and Z are not going to be ready anytime soon. What Kira team would you use on defense without those two?
Oh, that's like me. I use them just how they are, without the Zetas.
Yeah, the only Zetas I have is Vandor, and I have missions done. You don't need the other ones.
I don't. I mean, look, I'll
they're
do
nice
them after I get the 4 saved up that I need.
Yep.
Right. I mean, they're on the list. They're on my to-do list. But as long as you got Vandor done, man, stick that team in. Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, that's really the only Zeta you need is Vandors. The rest is just like icing on the cake, so to speak.
Yeah. I just like Mission Zeta a lot, so I went with it.
I don't disagree. Mission and Zalbar are great Zetas, and they transfer over really well to a Karst team later. So, again, it makes good sense if you're at that point in the game. However, if you haven't done them, it's okay.
It's hoarding time.
It's hoarding time. You need to have 3 to 4 Zetas in order for whatever the new stuff is, because it might make your arena team.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're wrong, you just get to go on a little spin.
Yeah, get a little spin spree. Bunch of gear 12.
But if we're right, you're going to be like, oh, thank you, RSG. You're such a lifesaver.
Jesus.
My life was saved because I listened to RSG.
Oh, my God.
And then that happened.
Mission and Z aren't geared. Well, if Mission and Z aren't geared, that's a different story.
Come on.
Now you're gonna now you want to run a different team. Now you're gonna want to run a team that's something like Stormtrooper Han, and you're gonna want to put like Nest on the team, and you're gonna want to put something like Lando on the team. I mean, it's going to be a much different team for you if they aren't geared. If they're geared, and by geared I mean like they're at least gear 10, right?
Well, Kira's lead works with any scoundrels, so you can, pretty much put any scoundrel in there. Captain Han is a good one for that too. Then you'll have 2 reses.
Pretty sweet. Agreed. A second tank that gives turn meter. Whatever.
Science.
Lando with his AoE.
Science.
Nathaniel Morgan.
L3.
Mm-hmm. Nathaniel Morgan, question, when does the Hawk chase end? No tautologies from Grande Jr.
No tautologies from Grande Jr.? I don't know what that means.
A tautology, I looked it up, is in logic, a tautology is a formula or assertion that is true in every possible interpretation. A simple example is the word or.
Oh, okay. It lasts a week. Didn't the last one last a week?
I think so.
No.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like 4 or 5 days?
Yeah, I think it's only 4 or 5 full days. Like, because it depends on when your dailies reset, and then from the 4, or it's either 5 full days. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's 4 though.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
I think it's 4. It said from the 8th to what was it, the 12th, so it's like 4 full days of 24 hours.
I believe Finn.
that's what she said.
Okay.
Chicken number 8212. Question, well, 2. What should I look for when trying to use Nest solo or in a small squad for more points? And what do you think about the team Kira, L3, Raid Han, Raid Chewie, and Nest for defense?
No.
It won't work without Vandor.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but
Not bad.
it's not great either.
No, not that combination.
I'd almost rather see that team on offense, to be honest.
It's a really strong offensive team. I mean,
That's a
Chewie
really
and Han,
strong offense team.
Well, that's close to the one I use. I use Kira lead with OG Han and Chewie, L3 and Vandor.
Yeah.
That's my comp. And it let's see here, 2 TWs ago, it had 11 defenses. So
Yeah.
it's amazing on offense and it's amazing on defense.
Now, Xylo and Ranger use that single nest a bunch, so you guys should probably talk about where you use that the most.
Go for it, Zyle.
Where you seem to have the most success.
The most? Well, first off, the things you want to avoid, health down, buff immunity, stuns. So you want her obviously with a lot of tenacity. If you want to make her fast with tenacity as possible too, but you're getting less tenacity out of it. So at that point, you're sacrificing a little bit of speed for more tenacity. If you wanted to get like at least 150% tenacity, and then the teams that it's really great against, for example, Bastila, Troopers if they don't have a daze in there with Death Trooper, Ewoks if they don't have Log Ray, there's no stun. She can take all those hits and solo her. The Ewoks, Rebels if the Rebels aren't too heavily geared, and she can take a couple hits. You can do some good comps against the Phoenix teams that are really good against solos. You have to be careful with like teams that call to assist and deal heavy damage like Wedge and Biggs, but it is possible as well. And then if you can utilize her stun and give her a little extra potency with the tenacity and getting her stun off, getting her debuffing the enemy, that's the best bet for Grand Arena Territory Wars, in my opinion.
All right.
Ed Skewed, question, what does the Big Deal recommend for mods on Mission and Zalbar?
Ooh, so Zalbar needs a ton of freaking tenacity. Probably north of 100 and... probably north of 120 tenacity if you get him there.
Yeah, put tenacity, crit chance,
and that's really the reason why you want Zalbar at least north of 100 tenacity, and the reason why is because you want Zalbar to be able to taunt and you want him to be able to counter. and you want it, and then on mission you're looking for physical damage. We'd like to get physical damage over 4,000 if we can. So those are two of the things I look at. We'd like to get Zalbar with health over probably 40,000, and we'd like to get him with protection over 75,000 if possible. That's it.
Yeah, my protection on Zalbar right now is 73,000.
Yes,
But
you're close, right? You're close.
But his tenacity is way lower, you know. So
it's just these are just benchmarks, right? These are like, how do you make one that's so hard that nobody can take it out, right? Or that you got to go in there again, right? How do you make it so hard they have to run CLS, they have to run Treya, they have to run Nest, or they have to run JTR against it? That's how you do it.
Helenix, question El Senor Grande Largo Papi Patron said he knows his RSG fans earlier. Can we get Grande to do a skit again where he describes all the RSG faithful, similar to the clip played during the Wednesday night intro, possibly for the next charity stream, perhaps?
Oh, my reading. When I did the reading of the names with Nick Venom as my reading teacher, that was good.
That was good.
That was good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, oh yeah, we should probably do another one of those for sure.
Chewy, question, why is tier 7 for 3PO so hard?
Because it is.
Because they want to make it where you have a sense of accomplishment whenever you're done.
Yeah, they just don't. I mean, for those legendary events, they're always a nightmare.
I mean, Ewoks have been around for so long,
that's why,
right?
Yeah.
The Ewok one for 3PO and the Bounty Hunter one for Chewbacca are probably two of
even
the toughest
Thrawn
events.
still.
The Thrawn one was not super easy, right? And how do you do it, right? The first thing is, there is a good team, and then there is the perfect team. And I got to tell you, I had to swap mods to get to finish it. I had to put some of my arena mods on that event in order to make it work. So I just made again. Thanks for mod loadouts, because mod loadouts made it where I could, pop all that stuff in there. Fix my arena team, go in there, try it 5 or 6 times, and then pop my arena team mods back on my arena team. But yeah, it's straight up. You got to actually mod and then read the abilities. You get a dispel in there on basic. There's some things like that where you really gotta look at it.
There you go.
Chicken, question, how do you mod Ewok team? No Tebow, no Scout.
Again, right? The first, look at go to Crouching Rancor and look at how they've modded those characters, and then go in and read the abilities so you can understand why did they mod those characters like that. I really feel like that. I mean, we could spend an hour and a half on modding Ewoks. So I would tell you that it's probably easier to tell you just to go to the site, look at it, and then figure out how close you can get to that. What matters most on that PvE style content is the primaries and the set bonuses, right? For PvE content. So make sure you got the primaries right. Make sure you got the secondaries. Make sure you got the set bonuses right, and then work on getting decent secondaries that either look like what the arrows got, or that look like what the triangle has, or what the cross has. That's it.
Another thing too, the Crouching Rancor reference. If you match that with what's on swgoh.gg for the mod meta report, I love to compare those two and then pick apart what's the best option. Some of the most modded characters isn't always the best way to mod them, right?
Right.
You got the top tier players that are modding them just for Grand Arena and TW, and you can see that there's a lot of different variations too of how many ways you can mod those kind of characters. Like Nest, you can mod Nest 5 different types of ways. So
totally agree. It's just like Night Sisters, right? You're gonna get this kind of schizophrenic idea on how to mod Night Sisters because half the people have it modded for the raid and half the people have it modded for TW, right? And so all of a sudden you're like, oh, I need speed on Mother Townsend with an offense arrow and a potency triangle, a potency cross, and all of a sudden you've like done half of one and half of the other because for whatever reason, you know, well that's what the group said to do. No, don't do it like that. Like, figure out why people are putting certain mods on certain characters.
Yeah, definitely.
And that was the last question.
Oh my God, guys,
Wow.
we did it.
We did it, guys.
We did a good job, guys. We worked together.
We did it. We made it
worked
to the end.
together. We answered questions, did a good job and stuff like that. We're happy. Alrighty then, let's end this stream properly. Let's start out. So thank you guys for stopping in for
The lunch stream. That's what we're doing.
yes, thank you. Yes.
You're welcome.
Oh, sorry, my back kind of went crickety crack when I moved.
Oh, I heard it. Yeah.
Oh my God, that hurts so bad. Jesus.
You're getting old, brother.
No, that's called I carried 150 pounds for 10 years in the military. Oh,
I'm
Jesus.
just saying, you're getting old, man. Getting old. Gonna have to trade you in for a new model.
All right. I wish.
Oh, that's where Dark Side Ranger J 1999.
That's where he goes. I'm telling you.
Oh,
I like the OG original.
there you go. Yeah, science.
What question from Chicken? What is this? Use your brain you speak of.
What is that? Yeah, what is this thinking thing? What is critical
gosh.
thinking? What is this? Hey. All right, I'm reading chat. Everybody in chat needs to chill the hell out. I don't know what's going on there, but I can tell you one thing I don't put up with right now. I don't put up with drama. I don't care who started it. I don't care who's doing it.
Just chill, guys.
Just chill, guys. Yeah. The chat's to have fun, ask questions, have fun with one another. That's it. Knock it off. I don't care who started it, who's responsible. Stop it now, or you're going to make Rangers
Whoa,
stop
Nelly. Easy, Tiger.
it. Yeah, hold on a little bit there.
Whoa, Nelly.
Hold on a little bit there. Chill out.
Easy, Tiger. Look. The only people that can insult each other are Ranger and I insult
That's
each other.
right.
I don't know what.
Grande's.
That's right. And the only reason why that works is because my last feeling died 15 years ago.
Oh, that's
okay,
true.
guys? Come on.
Grande takes everything with a grain of salt.
Yes.
I take everything with a grain of salt.
Oh,
Come on,
why
man.
are we bringing this up again? God.
It's like his new catchphrase.
Bro, look, I'm just telling you. When Val Bacon makes a quote, I
What?
just have to use it until we're all done with it, okay?
What?
Just telling you.
Oh my God.
My freaking he was so great. He was so great in that movie Footloose, man. Just telling you.
That was.
Quick special shout out to Mick Voltron, by the way.
Yeah,
That's
she
right.
is recovering. She's doing very well.
Yeah.
Andrew
Right.
Sweeney, I got to read this question. Does Grande suggest trading in his wife for a newer model?
Grande should start a vlog.
Oh no!
I'm gonna tell you.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna tell you. My wife is always like,
Hell
one day
no.
you want to trade me in for a newer model, and I'm like, I am never, ever gonna trade you in for a newer model. Never in a million years. I'm like, I just, we've only been married for, 20 years now. I'm like, I just got you
Holy.
broke in. You know, it's like
Everything
Newer
wrong.
models are way
I'm
too.
telling you, everything
Yeah.
is working perfect.
I mean,
now. Why in the-
Grande doesn't want that new car smell. He's got what he wants.
I'm telling
It's
you,
familiar.
it's like a nice ball glove, a nice baseball glove
Sure.
that's all worked in just how you want. Or like the driving loafers. Does anyone have any driving loafers? Once you get them driving loafers worked in, you're like, oh dang, I love these driving loafers. Right? You don't want to go buy a new pair. They got a little bit of wear marks on them. They look freaking sweet. They're all Boba Fetted up, all scratched up and nice looking. It means you.
Little
It means
dinge,
you've got,
yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what it means, right? It means you buy nice stuff and you take care of it, but it shows a little wear, right?
That's right.
That's like the perfect thing is whenever you've got something that's super nice, kind of worn in, but you can tell the person takes care of it. That's what I mean by Boba Fetted up, right? Boba Fett's armor was all like scratched up, right? Look,
I'm
gnarly.
just letting him go with this. Just keep on going.
But you're like Boba Fett. But you're like Boba Fett is one bad mofo. So it looks cool,
God.
man. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what it's like.
We need Memphis Nesta shoes.
Yes.
God. But yes,
Those shoes though.
Miss Voltron is doing very well. She's fine. She's just a little sore. She's getting bed rest.
That's funny. Everybody's like, keep it PG. I kept it PG. Come on,
He
now.
didn't say anything
You guys-
inappropriate. Get out of here.
And here's the
You
thing:
should've-
I only hope she won't trade me in for a newer model either.
I
right?
would.
because I'm definitely all Boba Fetted up, right?
They should have heard what we were talking about before.
Oh
this
my
show. That
God,
would've been
let's not
hilarious.
repeat that.
Oh no, that's definitely talk about keeping it PG.
That's never ever airing. Ever.
Ever. Everyone's trying to get Grande in trouble.
Yeah.
Sandra Sweeney's asking, is Grande saying his wife is showing a little wear?
Oh,
See,
for Christ. Oh, you just can't
man.
win.
So I just got to tell you, right? I just got to tell you. I mean, the minute a brand new baby is born, they start aging, right? The minute a brand new baby is born, they start aging. So, you want to, it's totally cool, right? It's part of the cycle of life. Enjoy what you got.
Here's your way to redeem yourself, Grande.
Yes.
What?
Fine
what now?
wine or milk?
Fine
wine.
I like a fine wine.
You better
But
not say milk, Grande. Then
Oh my God, Grande just.
If she's aging, she better be aging like a fine wine.
Fine
Not milk, Grande.
wine.
The answer is fine wine.
Fine wine is the correct answer, Grande. Have you not learned anything?
I like some milk though too every once in a while. That's all I'm saying.
It doesn't age well though, Grande.
Oh God.
Well, no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
The answer is
age well.
fine wine, Grande. Just let it stick. It's fine wine.
It was at this time Grande realized he messed up.
I'm just saying.
When his wife gets home, she's like, "And now it's time for the.
Look.
It's now time for the severe beating."
Look,
Grande's like, "Hi, honey, I'm home. I'm good. I'm glad to see you."
Did you just compare me to milk?
she knew when she married me, she was marrying a really cheesy guy, right? I mean, you think I make jokes on stream?
I would kill you.
Like around our house,
I would
man.
kill you.
You should see what it's like around our house. I am constantly making jokes with her because at some point I'm going to be fat, old, ugly, and have freaking hair.
What do you mean
sprouting out my
someday?
ears. I've got all of that, but the ear hair is not sprouting out.
When you
yet,
had the
right?
beard,
So
Grande, it was amazing. It was everywhere, dude. That beard was on. Oh my God, Paul Bunyan, man, it was great.
But I'm telling you, I just spend all day making her laugh because it's fun.
I know. Yeah, she's an amazing woman. I can't wait to meet her someday, and then bump her off, and so she'll adopt me as her new sugar daddy. Like, hey.
All right.
So we're gonna end it there.
Can you really accept being Ranger Patron?
I would be Ranger Patron for that woman. Hell yeah.
So we'll have Grande Patron with Mrs. Patron, who we know is the big deal.
Yes, she's the truly big.
Then we
deal.
got Baby Patron. We got Curly Patron. Who's the other? What's the other? What's the nickname?
So it's Curly Glasses and Baby.
Glasses Patron. Yeah, there
Glasses
you go.
Patron. And then Baby Patron, and then we'll have Ranger Patron.
Yep.
That's right.
Patron family.
I'm the other adopted son that no one talks about.
Ranger Patron is the one that he won't talk about.
Yeah.
It's my brother. It's my brother Daryl. It's my brother Daryl. It's my other brother Daryl.
Christ. All right, let's end the stream. Make sure you guys give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Check us in Discord. We got a great Discord server. A lot of great people in there that know the game. If you haven't checked out our Discord server, you really should. There's a lot of awesome people in there that just will help you with your game, especially if you're a newer player or if you're an older player and you're not sure about something. Hop on in, man. Just general chat. It's fun. I know Finn hangs out in the voice Discord a lot. I wish I had more time to do that, but I pop in once in a while. So does Grande. So you never know who's going to be in there. Really wonderful people in there. Very sociable. So if you're looking to meet some cool people that love the game as much as you do, come on in our Discord. It'll be fun. If you haven't checked out our Patreon, please do. We love our Patreon supporters. They are keeping me afloat right now as I finish up my degree. Make sure we're streaming. Keep the lights on. So I'm super humble and appreciative of all the Patreon supporters. We've got the Amazon wish list thing going on right now. Finn, did we update that with some stuff? Is that up yet?
Yes, it is updated with some stuff for Ranger with his running stuff. So there's like a pair of army shorts,
Sure.
the Ranger shorts. There's there's a few things in there. I'm gonna add a couple things for me as well. I'll probably end up buying them anyways. I know.
I don't think Algae.
I need to get the wristband.
Sure.
For sweat. So because when we're running, I'm going to be sweating, so I'm going to need something to absorb it all. So I was going to buy those, but I think I may buy those in person because I need to see how they feel before I actually get them.
That's true.
If they're abrasive, that's going to just suck. I'm going to scrap them.
That's something you got to go and buy in the store.
Yeah, so I'm going to go try and find some probably tomorrow. But yeah.
Yeah, and then our ACS campaign, Finn, we're doing really well. We're over 11,000 right now in the Tiltify. So what's the word, homie?
Yeah, so we're at 11,043 on the Tiltify, and we're planning on rolling the lightsaber once we hit 15,000 as our total goal, right? And that will include what we've gotten on the ACS page. Well, we can't change the final goal on the Tiltify, although we're still going to try and get to 15,000 on the Tiltify. But we want to keep our lightsaber promise to what it was, and so now the lightsaber will be rolled when on Tiltify we get 13,981.
Yeah.
So that is the total we're looking at on Tiltify in order to roll the lightsaber. Again, we're at 11,043, so we're less than 3,000 away from that. So help us with that. We have the challenges still available with Grimm's roster roasting. We have me with the Porg. Grande, did you agree to the spicy chocolate?
Oh, yeah, I'll do spicy chocolate. Straight
okay,
up.
so we'll put a challenge up on the spicy chocolate.
It's a spicy chocolate.
Ranger, are you up for it too?
If someone sends it to me, yeah, I'll eat it and be looking at like.
Do you want it? So the spicy chocolate thing comes in 12 little pieces. So we could all, when we're in Orlando, do it. I want to do it on Sunday. I'm not doing it before.
Not before the race, no.
Not before the race.
No, dude. We'll do it after the race, after I've slept for 3 hours, because I'm sure I'm going to sleep after I run.
Oh, we're going straight into the park, Grande. What the hell?
Yeah,
just so you guys know.
Hey, look.
Hey, listen, Grande!
I'm going straight into the World Showcase. Well, we have some rides and stuff to do first.
Well, we got to change, Finn. We can't go around that.
We got to change. Yeah, Affinity's got like this all planned.
I know.
He's gonna be like that too. He's gonna be like the tour
He's that guy
with the RSG sign, and he's gonna be like, we have an itinerary. And
you guys can do whatever you want, but we have only like 2 days at the park, so we gotta maximize.
Yeah, I doubt it. Yeah, we're gonna be.
Yeah, just so you guys know, those chocolate, the nuclear chocolate bars come with a challenge card that you have to do when you eat it.
I'm just going to eat the damn thing. What do you mean?
I don't know what the hell to...
I'm selling it, guys. It will be awesome to see Rangers sweating up and sweating bullets and crying.
We're going to do the...
Grande going, oh my God.
Oh yeah, we'll stream it and stuff for those of you guys that are on. Like,
it'll be awesome.
Guys, I'll tell you, this is my reaction. I will sweat and I will have water come out of my eyes, but it's not going to hurt me. It's just going to be like, I can't stop sweating because that's just my nature. I mean, I eat hot food all the time, really, really hot food. Like, I put hot sauce, like, Louisa's gonna burn your mouth on a hot sauce all the time. So, like, this is not gonna be anything that I've never done before.
My worry is not the burning on the way in.
Basically, Ranger sweats all the time. We got it.
Oh, it doesn't take much. I mean, my wife is convinced.
I'm gonna drink some Pepto before we do that, because I don't want to drink on the way out.
Oh my God! Look
that's where it hurts.
It hurts coming out.
It's actually Grande. That's actually smart.
Mommy,
that's actually smart.
It'll hurt if I swallow, Mommy.
Well, some people don't have the constitution of our stomachs, Grande. I mean, we used to eat rocks and grass. You know, I mean, Jesus.
That's right. Yeah, because you got to have something in there in the gizzard, you know, to
not
digest
the stomach.
everything.
That's the problem either.
He's talking about number 2.
Yes.
He's talking about the
I
number
have no issue with anything spicy, but the problem is the after effect.
Oh, I understand. I may do that just because. Yeah, I know what you mean. So, all right, that's our stream for today. Tonight we got Tactical Monsters going on, right, Finn?
That is right. So tonight we will have a Tactical Monster stream.
Tactical Noobs, man. It's going to be great.
Well, yeah, it's Tactical Noobs on Tactical Monster.
And I'll be hanging out with Mist over on his channel at 9:30.
Perfect.
And of course, you guys are all welcome to come join us. Help Mist out. He streams every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on his channel, Mist Passier. He runs his test account. We'll test stuff for you guys. So we'll talk about some more Grand Arena. Me and him have been kind of conversing about his lineup and stuff and things like that. So Mist is a fantastic guy, and
he really is a fantastic guy. If you guys have not checked out Mist's channel yet,
he's really
make
cool.
sure you go over there. He's just so easy. He's so easy going, so even keeled. Yeah. Really like Miss Passier.
He's and we'd have him on more, but he's got young twins.
He's just busy.
Yeah, he's a little busy with
all
work
of us,
and his life, man. So.
I remember the first time I met Miss was before I was even in MC, and we were going back and forth on Twitter about who would finish Hermit Yoda and Wampa first, and I knew he beat me, but just the back and forth conversation was always fun, and he's a good dude.
Really good dude. Yeah. All right.
You know what? I just
prolonged the agony enough. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. So everyone, God bless. Have a great rest of your day, and we will holler at you later. Peace.